Welcome back, everyone. You know, if you ever get confronted by the police or get pulled over or stopped and you don't know what to do, well, here to tell us is Lima attorney Jerry Pitts. Welcome, Jerry.
Good. I'm so glad to be back.
I'm glad that you're back, Jerry.
Oh.
We missed you.
You just don't know. Well, I'd like to thank everybody who gave for their prayers and everything.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do. Nothing.
Nothing.
When the officer confronts you or stops you for any reason, don't do anything. Don't initiate any conversation whatsoever, because you don't have an idea what that stop could be. Could be just a wellness thing. It could be simply like, are you lost? Are you looking for somewhere to go? Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing you should do. Don't initiate any conversation with the officer. Don't say, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Don't ask any of those questions.
Which is something I'd probably do.
Wait and see what the officer is going to say.
Okay.
Now, he or she should at some point let you know what that stop was about. Now, whatever that reasoning was, do not try to not get agitated. Calm yourself down. Try to. I know it's difficult because once anybody sees an officer, your blood pressure just rises. But what you need to do is try to keep yourself calm. And if the officer says, this is why, don't debate, because that is not something you're going to win.
Right.
So you're better off saying, okay, officer, what now? Now, the next thing you should do is never try to get disrespectful. Never try to, that's just not the arena to have your argument. Now, next thing you do, no sudden movements whatsoever. Keep your hands visible where the officer can see them, and don't make any quick movements. If you're in the car, keep your hand 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock on the steering wheel. Do not start rummaging for papers or your license or anything like that. Don't try to do anything unless you are commanded to do that. Give directions to the officer as to where those documents are.
Yeah.
If you should not, ask them, should you continue to pursue those documents? If the officer says no, then you say, then you'll have to retrieve it, but I'm only giving you the right to retrieve that document from that area, not a total search of my automobile.
Right.
If you're in an automobile, or even if you're at home, or of that nature. No quick movements, as I said. And if you have a weapon somewhere in the facility, the home or the car, eventually tell the officer that you do, where it's located, and ask them how they would like to proceed from there. You have to understand that the officers, depending on the time of day, most of our younger officers get the late night shift. They really don't have that experience as the officers on first and second shift. So you should be very careful how you do that. Remember, the officers are people too.
Right, right.
The worst thing you can do is set them off, and they're already set off about something else, or get into an argument that now there's got to be a winner and loser. You might find out you're better off by trying to be calm and less combative, more cooperative, and the officer will turn around and give you that same courtesy. Now, next, what I'd like to do as a follow-up, more on this, but at the same time, I'd like to talk about in the third stage as to what they call excessive force. I was getting several calls about that, and we need to understand what actually that is.
Yeah.
Because we think a lot of times people bring it on themselves.
Right. So, in other words, pretty much the golden rule, treat them as you would like to be treated, right?
That's the golden rule.
All right.
How often we don't do it.
Amen, amen. All right. Well, Jerry, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to see you back.
I'm glad to be back.
All right. Well, don't go away because medical news is coming up next.